Thank you for listening to the 39th Street Church of Christ Daily Devotional. The devotional today is Worn Out Hands by Jack Williams. The other day I was driving along and I was looking at my hands on the steering wheel and I thought, that's my dad's hands. And I thought about the times whenever I was a little child in the back seat and I'd look up and be looking at my dad driving along and I'd look on the steering wheel and I'd see his hand up there and I'd see the wear on it and I'd see the veins sticking out, the wrinkles that were there. And I thought about how they got that way. Never knew my dad not to be a worker. Well, some time back I was talking to a lady in the church and she held her hand out and she talked about how it was ugly. It just worn and wrinkled. Skin was loosened, the joints were swollen. And I told her, I said, that's a beautiful hand. You see, I knew this woman and I knew that her body had been used up in service to God. And I looked at her hand and I couldn't help but think of the book of Galatians, the 6th chapter and verse 17, where the Apostle Paul talked about the fact that I bear in my body the marks of the Lord Jesus Christ. Christians today, you see them, and they may be worn out physically. They may be worn out mentally. They just look worn. There's no Texas saying, guess it's through the South, but probably came from Texas. A lot of good things did. But the phrase is, rode hard and put up wet. Well, that's just describes somebody that looks really worn out. Well, in the Christian service, we need to be that person. No, we don't wear out. We don't give up. 1 Corinthians 15 and verse 58, we're steadfast and unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord, even though it wears us out sometimes. But we know that our labor in the Lord is not in vain. Much like that Christian woman who labored so hard and so long and still doing what she can. It's all God expects of any of us. She looked and she saw that worn out hand. Others looked, saw the years of service. Today, when I go through the day, I hope that as I face the struggles, I face the trials, I face the hardships, that I realize the value of Christian service. That our life can be such that it can show forth the marks of the Lord Jesus, in a sense, as we serve God, as we do those things that glorify Him, that benefit, encourage, strengthen others, defend the faith. It's not easy. It takes a toll. But I'll tell you what, it's worthwhile. Remember again, 1 Corinthians 15:58. Be steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord, for as much as you know your labor in the Lord is not in vain. Keep on working. It'll take a toll, but I guarantee you, the reward we face is so worth it, and the help we give to others is so worth it. Thank you for listening. You have a good day.
Thank you for taking the time to watch this short devotional. We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you'll be notified of other devotionals that will be forthcoming. Also, we encourage you to join us online live as we stream our services at each service time. More information can be found on our website at the link below. Thank you.